There's so many different cool aspects of a celebrity lifestyle and of Hollywood that are not that hard to obtain. They're just things that people think are out of reach. And one of the reasons people think they're out of reach is because there's all of these shows out there like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and it's I spent 300 grand on this wedding and my dress was $80,000 and my cake costs $20,000. I'm here to say, you don't need 30 grand for the cake. We're gonna do a version. Is it gonna be the same exact cake that I'm gonna go steal out of the store and show you how to make? No, obviously it did cost a ton to do this cake, but we're gonna break it down and make our own version with the elements of that cake and bring it to you. I'm making it in Hollywood, but doing it all myself. I'm Courtney 6, the how-to girl, bringing Hollywood DIY to you. Welcome back to Hollywood DIY. I'm the how-to girl, Courtney 6, and if you're anything like me, then you love The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I have to say it's my guilty pleasure, and somehow I even sucked my husband, Nikki, who does not like reality TV, into this season. It's crazy what these guys will do to get a red rose. I mean, Nikki has a radio show, my husband. It's called 6 Cents, and it's the #1 rock show in the country. And he had Wells on, which if you watch the show, he was in the top 5. And he filled Nikki in with a little bit of scoop. And one of the things I couldn't believe was the second that he got kicked off, he had a security guard with him the entire time. He waited for him at the hotel and took a plane ride home with him because they were so worried that he would tell anyone or anyone would see him or maybe he would escape or something. I don't know. The whole show's really under wraps. Anyway, back to the roses. I'm going to be showing you how to dress up a store-bought cake today using nothing but flowers, some sugar, and some egg whites, and you're going to dazzle your guests. Let's get started. Will you accept this rose? Before we get back to watching my favorite TV show, or one of my guilty pleasures, The Bachelorette, I'm going to show you how to dress up a couple of simple store-bought cakes and make them look fabulous, make them jump out to all of your guests. I thought it'd be fun to incorporate the roses, since it's such a huge deal in that show, into a dessert that you could serve to your friends while you're binge-watching Netflix. So to start out, just using my shears, I'm going to cut the stems off my flowers and start placing them right on my cake. Look how cute that looks already. You could honestly just have a cake like this with one flower. It's such a great way to dress it up without having a lot of skill in the frosting department. For this cake, I just mixed in a little bit of green food coloring in a bowl with a spoon and vanilla frosting. So that was simple, and I iced it. And I bought these incredible flowers. This is one of my favorite finds ever. They're edible blooms. I'm just gonna place them all over this cake. And it's always great to tell all of your guests that they can eat them. Okay? What do you think? Moving on, we have 2 simple cupcakes that I'm gonna frost. Now, as I said, I'm not the best froster, but this is pretty idiot-proof even for me, frosting. So I'm gonna show you a quick way to do it. I like using Ziploc bags rather than frosting bags because frosting bags to me are a huge waste of money. So to do this, I just use scissors, cut a little tiny corner off of the bag. It's better to start really small. And so you can see, this is how big my hole was. And then I'm gonna put my frosting tip in there just like that. And the trick here is to, when you turn it inside out, and then I'm gonna put the edge of the bag up. So if I spill any frosting, which I probably will, I wouldn't be surprised, it will catch it. Okay, using my spatula, I'm just gonna fill up my bag and making sure that this tip is down and it's in place before I get started. Okay, now I'm gonna start frosting. So one at a time. I like to just start in the middle and then kind of go outwards. And I have a pretty wide frosting tip on. It's time to dress up these cute little cupcakes with my favorite fruit, except for the watermelon. It's my second favorite fruit, strawberries. I'm just gonna take them, kind of think of it as making a star almost, or even better yet, it'll kind of look like a rose with all the petals open. And now I'm gonna take a little pink spray rose. It's bright pink. I thought it'd be a fun, I don't know, pop of contrast. And just pop it into, and look how cute that looks. Is that adorable? Last but not least, I almost forgot, and this is one of my favorite tricks ever when dressing up a pastry, our blackberries and our raspberries. Hello, I don't know how I forgot about that. So I learned this trick from one of my favorite movies, Marie Antoinette by Sofia Coppola. Voila, it looks perfect. Before I eat all of these delicious cakes, which I'm about to dive right in, we better jump to our next episode where we're gonna be making our very own photo booths. See you then. Au revoir.